So let's try making the flange over here. So this is interesting. It's a 2-inch diameter on the outside. There's a diameter right here. That's 1.2. There's a thickness of this little piece right in here, so that's going to be the inside part where that diameter is 1.5. It's going to drop down 0.02, and that this part out here, that little edge on the edge out here is 0.2, but the entire part from here all the way down to here is 0.25 thick. Then there's chamfers right here. And I'm guessing by now you figured out that these two pieces right here are the same part. Alright, so this is where this one will be kind of fun to do because we'll do something different. Click New. We're going to start a new drawing there. Start a new sketch. We'll go ahead like this. Alright, so one thing I want to do is everything's going to be based around a center point. So I'm going to click this right here to turn on a center line. And I'm just going to draw a line that goes from here down here like this. And escape. And I'm going to say that the midpoint of that line goes right on the origin point. It's fully constrained. The length of this piece doesn't make a difference. So then we'll go out here and I'm going to sketch what I really want to think about is this part right here. I'm going to sketch that right there, and then I'm going to revolve it around that center line I just drew. So we'll go back out here, and I'm going to turn the center lines off, and I'm just going to sketch this shape like this. I don't know if it's exactly right, but that's kind of what we want it to look like. So that's the basic shape of that sketch. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say that I want to do a horizontal constraint between that midpoint there and the origin point. So that puts it up on that. So now we can start doing dimensions. And when we watch this right here, watch what happens. I'm going to click dimension. I'm going to dimension from this line right here to that point right there. And see how it puts that all the way out there? And it's trying to tell me this is a diameter because it automatically knows it's going to revolve around that. And if I remember correctly, that was 1.2. But we'll look. So that one's 1.2, so that's good. Alright, that's 1.2. I'll also do another, oops, did I mess that up? So 1.2 is there. I'll do a dimension that goes from here out to here. That is exactly 2. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and do a dimension. We'll start worrying about these dimensions right here. Alright. Alright, so that's 0.2 thick right there. This is 0.12 and this is 0.25. So we'll dimension these pieces here. We'll put a dimension on from there to there. That makes that 0.25. Alright, this one was 0.2. No, 0.02, wasn't it? I think that's what it was. Let me double check. 0.02, correct. And then this part right here was 0.125. I think that's what it was. So 0.2, oh, it's just 0.12. So that's that. So 0.2, 0.12, and 0.25. So 0.02, 0.12, 0.25. Oh, and we need to know that dimension right there. So that'll finish our hole for us. And that was going through, that hole going through there. Well, it has to be. It says there that it's 5 diameter, but that can't possibly be it. So it's going to be a 0.5 diameter. So that was a typo when they originally made this part. So we'll go here and change this to 0.5. Alright. So now we've got this finished. We need to know what that one right there, it still needs that dimension. So we're going to put a dimension that goes from here to here, and that was 1.5. Alright, now it's telling me it needs one more dimension, but it's all blue, so I'm assuming it's going to have something to do with that center point right there. So we'll finish this sketch. We will revolve this around that right there fully, and so that's it. That's our part. I'm going to change the view here to go up like this. So we can see what that part looks like. I'm going to make that my home because that's what I want to look at. But we can also go this way and see what the back side looks like. And if you look at that, that's what both of those sides look like. So you're good there. Save this part, and we're going to call it 484-13-30-2, and it is the flange. Flange. Once we have that part saved, then we're going to go and create the drawing for it. So click New, click Drawing. This is an interesting piece because of the size of it. We're going to change this to go this way to look at that. We're going to do this one this way. Right click, OK. And then, oops, we want to project this view off this way, and then right click and create and project this view over here. Right click and project and create there. So we created that. We can also project, let's see what happens if we project from this view up to there. That gives us a good idea what's going on. We could also do that view if we wanted to, right click and create. And just for giggles, what I probably would do is move this over here so you can see that. Alright, when we do the dimensions, we'll start with center points. So we're going to put a center point on that one, put a center point on this one. We'll do the center line bisector right through the center of this right here. So now we've got that in there, so we'll start dimensioning here. We're going to dimension this hole right in here first, and that one goes through. Oops, cap lock on, through. We'll put a dimension on this right here that tells us what that diameter is, and tell us what this outside diameter is there. We'll also come over here to the other side and put a diameter on that one right there. Now where it gets really kind of tricky is when we start doing this piece right down in here. Alright, so we've already decided what that is right there, so what we want to just give it thicknesses. So we'll say that this piece from here to here is 0.12. I'm probably going to take that and click cancel. I'm going to hit escape and go that way and put that there. So it's on the other side, so I can dimension this line and not have a problem. And do a dimension that goes from here to here. Alright, so we've got that part. So that's now dimension. Let's see if there's anything we missed. So we got the 2 diameter, that one. We've got this diameter. Oh, look, there's a chamfer right here. So we dimensioned everything else but that chamfer. So we got those and that one on there. But that chamfer, we didn't even make that on our drawing. So let's take the opportunity. Let's go back to here and see what happens. We're going to click on chamfer. We're going to make this with the angle there, and that is a 0.03 chamfer. So we'll click that right there. I'm going to click that edge and this edge right here, and it puts that chamfer right there on that. So see, now that chamfer's in here, right? And because this is a parametric program, when we go over here, this is now automatically updated. So we're good. So now we'll put a dimension on here that says that, hey, that just was weird. It's there. Come here. Okay. So we're good. I'm going to do a leader on. Wow. So, well, that was fun. Just did an 8-minute video and everything crashed. Alright, hold on. Alright, so I fixed it to try it again, so we're all caught up. I'm going to go here, leader. We're just going to put a leader right here on that part. And right click and continue, and we'll say that is a 0.03 by 45 degree chamfer, 2 places. Okay, so that changes that up. Ooh, I don't like the way that there should have been spaces there. Want it to be neat and readable. So then we got that part figured out. We'll go up to save and save as. So they're saving that as the flange. We'll go to manage, change the style here, so we can change our text to 0.24. It's a little big, but 0.2 is probably fine. Save and close, and it changes all of our text height to what we need to, and we will change the properties then to, oh, it already laid all this stuff out for us in here. We're going to take that name out of there, and we're going to put it in the part description here as flange. Oops, I want my cap lock on, and click apply. Oops, let's go back to summary here, because we're going to call it flange there also, and we're going to call our company name Kettle Run Engineering, and then click apply and close. So that should be it. Save it, and then we will save as, export it as a PDF file, and that's what you'll submit in Blackboard.